type shit.
Stop playing with me, Drake.
DJ K.
Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. Posted up on the island with a bitch. They call me cause I ain't on that dumb shit. Yeah, I'm rich, but act broke with a bitch. Duval day, I really do it for the kids. Getting checks, never gotta work a job. No Viagra, dick still get hard. I can make your auntie swipe a credit card. OG in the game, realest that you ever. Aunties get down on the floor. Show these poor ass hoes how it go. Back it up like Freak Week 94. Is she under 24? It's a no. Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activity. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit.
Skit's getting serious. Them damn blacks done stole my bike! I remember the first time I realized blacks aren't shit just like it was yesterday. The year was 1981 and I was 8 years old.
Keisha, would you like to be my Valentine? Boy, if you don't get your little dusty ass out my face!
Is this lame-ass little boy bothering you?
Boy, get your Danny Glover looking ass out of here!
Black, blackety, black evil, dark, dirty foot blacks!
Who's that black on that nag? Massa, you gonna let that black into the big house? John, you better watch your tone, boy. I'm sorry, boss.
I thought so, boy.
I warned you, Massa, about letting that black into the big house. Now you gone. And I'll never get a chance to gawk your meat again.
Don't trust them new blacks over there, leaving they black essence in the air. Them happy nappy-headed blacks with the fingers on the gacks. Don't trust them new black over there. Don't trust them big nostrils over yonder. They suck up so much air, it'll make you wonder. Don't trust them new blacks with their spiny little black fingers. Don't trust them new blacks over there.
Like, subscribe, comment.
My bad. Every time I get on this new software, it immediately goes to this weird microphone setting. And I gotta fix it, but it is fixed. Like I was saying, welcome back to Be Streaming. This your favorite That Ain't No Punk on this fine Wednesday. Hope everybody been having an outstanding week so far. It is hump day. We are halfway there. The weekend is almost here. I got some plans this weekend. I gotta take my daughter to a concert. It's me and her first concert. It's her first concert. By the way, the reason I started the show off with that John Gawk video, just to remind y'all of what I do, how I do, and when I do it. Sharon Bracey, the roast of Sharon Bracey is coming soon. And I just played that video to give y'all a hint of what it's going to be, how it's going to be, and the kind of energy it's going to be. Looking forward to making that. It's been a fucking long time coming. It's a weird fascination on YouTube in this sector on what men do with their own penis. It is very weird and very gay and very homoerotic, and it happens way more than you think. It ain't just one man. It ain't just one man in this sector that's concerned about what another man do with his penis. By the way, did y'all know that Unc not only invented cheating, Unc invented watching porn, Unc invented masturbation. I am the first and only to ever do any of those things in the history of mankind. Personally, I think if you're a man that don't masturbate, you don't even love yourself. No. One moment I'm a serial cheater. The next thing you know, all I do is sit in my basement, which they don't have basements in Texas, by the way. Show what a moron this guy is, and masturbate. So am I a serial cheater, or am I masturbate? Which one is it? Where did the 4 kids come from? And all of that with my wife. I'm really confused. But the fact that a grown-ass man has that much investment in the movements of my penis and where my jizz go is nuts. But that's all I'm going to say on that. Roast of Sharon Bracey coming soon. The nigga's a weirdo. If Ism keep up, he gonna get his own special video too. Like these niggas want to yap. But my talents go past just yapping. My talents, my jokes, my creativity, because I can get on that AI and cook up and make your ass have your ass doing insane, the weirdest, wildest, fucked up shit. I could take the jokes any kind of direction I want. I would have Sharon ass turn into the pink Power Ranger. And then when he summoned his Zord, it will be the Pegasaurus. A big pink dinosaur type creature with a fucking dildo for a horn. I would have that nigga at a wedding with Dolph Lundgren, the Russian from Rocky. Keep fucking with me. Yo, like, who these niggas think they playing with, yo? But I ain't gonna let homosexual men. Oh yeah, and this is claim to fame. Be cheating. Yes, I cheated in my 20s. Sorry. I apologized to her then. Went to fucking relationship counseling. Did all the shit a young man's supposed to do. I'm sorry I got married before I had it out of my system. I was in my 20s. My brain wasn't even fully developed, goofy ass nigga. But anyway, I got married at fucking like 23 or some shit. So, that's his thing. Oh, and that wears his unc's wigs. Let's get it to his unc wore his wife wig. Do you think in the Thor movies that's Chris Hemsworth's real hair? Do you think in that show Black Jesus that's this guy real hair? I was doing a skit where I was playing Jesus, making a skit of the show Black Jesus. I came down, I was in the sky. I said, welcome my children, blah, blah, blah. It is I, your Christ and Savior Jesus Christ. Before I depart back to heaven, I will grant one of you the answer to one question. And then everybody like, I'm in an urban area, of course, and everybody like, ask him what's the cure for cancer, brother. Ask him all these questions. Then I picked this dude that's a random dude, and it was me with a do-rag and all kinds of hood shit on. And they was like, ask him the cure for cancer, ask him the meaning of life, blah, blah, blah. And the dude was like, oh, shut up, nigga. I'm gonna ask him what I want to ask. And then he looked right up at Jesus and said, where the hoes at? And then the skit went off. That was the skit. When Dave Chappelle played Rick James, you think that was his hair? I didn't know I invented wearing a wig when you playing a character with long hair. I didn't know that. I swear to God, I am a fucking innovative motherfucker. Let these niggas tell it. It's shit that they be coming at me with that clearly they never seen done before in any kind of capacity. If y'all ain't seen the show Black Jesus, check it out. It's really hilarious. It's a couple RIP to some of the great characters. There was John Witherspoon was in it. RIP to him. Charlie Murphy was in it. RIP to him. Corey Holcomb was in it. It had a whole lot of fucking comedy talents. It had like 2 or 3 seasons. I watched the show like twice. And the gist of it was, Jesus was black. He lived somewhere in California. He was a black man. He had the Jesus robe. He had the Jesus sandals. And of course, since he was a normal black man, the actor hairs like mine, he had like a wig on because, Jesus always represented with having a certain amount of hair, not a skin fade. So there's that. But you're going to hear that constantly repeated. You're going to hear constantly repeated that I cheated on my wife in my early 20s. I'm 47, about to be 48 now. This nigga more concerned about what I did with my dick when I was in my 20s than my own wife is. I don't know. But then you got to ask yourself, he got 2 black baby mamas that he knocked up and left. Why did those relationships end? He when asked why those relationships end, his first thing is, I was young back then. I'm different now. But when it comes to what I did in my 20s, listen, y'all know. And then he want to bring up, I wore my wife wig. Where else the fuck I was going to get a wig from? I was supposed to have my own. I wore my wife wig to do a skit as Black Jesus. This is the same man, and I can show you the clip. This is the same man that don't deny saying that anything that a man do with a woman ain't gay and can't be gay. Boy, if you don't get your tutti fruity, fresh and fruity, toot your ass in the air, Pegasaurus ass, strap on face ass up, nigga. Yes, nigga. It is certain things that even with a woman, you Sweetwater bitch ass nigga, that's off limits. It's certain things. It's called butt play, nigga. But any nigga that say nothing you do with a woman is gay, if it's with a woman, it can't be gay or anything of that level, that nigga has had questionable activities. That's enough on that fuckery, because that's not what the show about today. So let me do some quick admin stuff.
Please hit my Cash App at UncB Streaming or the Ko-fi link pinned to the top of the chat.
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share.
I be trying to spare these niggas and leave these niggas alone. But, you know, sometimes they just beg for shit. All right. Anyway, M is for motherfucking murder. I have some I have some good videos planned for you guys. Some very strange, disturbing, unsolved mysteries. I'm kind of tired today. I didn't sleep well. Went to sleep late. Woke up early. My eyes even red right now. I do have my cup of coffee, but I only drink half calf, so there's only so much coffee can do for me anyway. I'm trying to push through as much as I can. I also got to go to church today, but I'm gonna try to push through for that too. Well, I gotta push through for that. Last time I was in church, I was so tired I dozed off a little bit, not even gonna front. But the Lord knows my heart, you know what I'm saying? And He know I was real tired, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't personal. My bad. I forgot to put my background music on loop. Anyway. Often crimes happen. People do terrible things. Loved ones are lost. We know that we might not get our loved one back, but sometimes at the minimum, we want justice. It's unfortunate that so often, so many people don't even get that. So many cases go unsolved. Sometimes they don't have anything to work with. Sometimes they have a lot to work with. Sometimes they just can't put the pieces to the puzzle together. We like to watch horror movies. You know, demons and vampires and werewolves and all that kind of shit. However, never forget that we live in a world where monsters walk amongst us. We don't need fiction. We don't need special effects. We don't need no Hollywood magic to be in a world shared with monsters. Monsters disguised in human flesh. People that are willing to do some of the most horrible things we ever heard to their fellow man, woman, and child. Today, we're going to look at some of those things. We're going to look at the process that's used to try to identify who did those things. And if I have time, if the show don't run long, if my engine don't burn out, we're going to look into solving some mysteries with our favorite detective. You know, the little weird guy with the orange trench coat. When you see him, you'll recognize him. So up first, we're going to go to the lovely state of Georgia. Shout out to all the people from Georgia. This video is titled Georgia Killers. The case so disturbing you won't believe. Georgia Killers. The case is plural, so disturbing you won't believe they actually happened. In this crazy world of things we hear about and see every day, I'm going to find it hard to believe that there's something that I'm going to see that I don't believe happened, because I don't put nothing past these motherfuckers these days. But let's take a deep dive, a study, a glimpse, a peek, a look into the mind of these sick people, these degenerates. Maybe we can understand them. We can know how to avoid them. Who knows? Whatever reason, I find this kind of stuff fascinating. And a lot of people do, because true crime shows are always booming. With that said, though, without further ado, let me turn this music off. And let's see what's going on this video.
Georgia is known for its peaches, its hospitality, and its charm. But beneath all that, this state has produced some of the most disturbing and unforgettable true crime cases this country has ever seen. Well, welcome to Scary Mysteries, and thanks for tuning in. Today's episode is going to get dark, so be prepared. This is Georgia Killers. 5 cases so disturbing, they're hard to believe. Number 5, smile for the camera. Ronaldo Rivera was born in Madrid, Spain back in 1963. The son of a doctor, his family relocated to Puerto Rico when he was 7, and by the time he was 19, he had joined the U.S. Navy. He went on to earn a college degree from the University of South Carolina. After that, he got married on Valentine's Day in '93, had 2 children, and the family settled in North Augusta. But by 1998, Rivera was working as a tire inspector for Firestone, and on paper, he was just an ordinary guy. Beginning in the summer of 1999, well, something very unordinary started happening in this area of the U.S. Rivera's method was deceptively simple, and it worked every single time. He approached young women who were usually alone out running errands and introduced himself as a modeling agent or a photographer. He then talked about opportunities and how he could help them get their foot in the door towards a better life. He charmed them essentially. He was well dressed and carried himself with enough confidence that the offer had seemed plausible. Eventually, well, they'd fall for it. They'd get in his car, and then he drove them somewhere they would never come back from. 17-year-old Melissa Dingus was the first, and she vanished from Graniteville, South Carolina on July 17, 1999. Her skeletal remains weren't found until over a year later in the woods off Interstate 20 near Harlem, Georgia, and that's only because Rivera eventually led investigators there himself. 5 months after Melissa disappeared on December 4th, 17-year-old Tiffany Wilson left her home in Jackson, South Carolina, and took her 2-month-old daughter Caitlin to a local store to have her picture taken with Santa Claus. Witnesses at the Winn-Dixie parking lot watched Tiffany get into a white Ford that stopped briefly and then sped away. And 3 days later, little Caitlin was found alone at a Georgia Welcome Center across the state line, crying in her mother's abandoned car. And Tiffany was nowhere to be found, but her body would be discovered in a wooded area near Graniteville on December 30th by investigators. On June 29th of 2000, 18-year-old Tabitha Boesdell was walking to her telemarketing job in Augusta when Rivera pulled.
Oh, this nigga been busy.
Oh my God!
Listen, man. You notice that niggas need these get some fucking hobbies, yo. Join a gym, read a book, collect some stamps. These little serial killing widows like this be having too much fucking free time. This shit just sounds exhausting. But I understand when you got a sickness, that shit be calling you. It's an urge, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. People gotta lose their daughters. Kids gotta lose their mothers because of some sick, twisted shit going on in your head.
Pulled over and persuaded her to get in, and then took her to a secluded area, assaulted her, and strangled her before he disposed of her body in the woods off Interstate 20, and then threw her clothing onto the side of the highway. Her skeletal remains were identified months later only through dental records. Likely fearing the police were on the lookout for him, the next murder had a bit of a different MO to it. In 2 months after Tabitha's murder, 21-year-old Army Sergeant Marnie Glista, who was stationed at Fort Gordon, was attacked inside her own home while her husband was deployed to Kuwait. She was transported to the hospital with serious injuries, and unfortunately, she died 5 days later.
Like, if this nigga got time to do all this and he ain't retired or some shit, clearly you're not working hard enough, bro. You should be at work wherever he worked at. This nigga should have been putting in some fucking overtime or something. Too much free time, too much energy. You got to redirect that energy, yo.
But authorities were most certainly on the lookout, and Rivera's killing spree essentially ended the way it began, right in a parking lot. On October 10th of 2000, he approached 18-year-old Chrysalie Barton at a Huddle house in North Augusta, using the same photographer routine he had used before. This time the conversation continued at her home, where Rivera assaulted her and stabbed her 3 times in the neck with a kitchen knife and left her for dead. Only she survived. When a description of her attacker aired on local news, both Rivera's co-worker and his own sister-in-law called police and identified him. Officers then tracked him to a South Carolina motel where he was taken into custody. And he started talking after that and eventually confessed to all 4 murders in great detail, providing the locations of remains that had never been found, and describing what he had done with a level of precision that left no room for doubt. At his trial in January of 2004, he pleaded guilty but mentally ill. The jury rejected that notion, though, and before sentencing, Rivera stood up and addressed the jurors directly. And he told them he was still fantasizing about his victims, saying that if he were ever released, he would do it again. He then requested that they sentence him to death, and they obliged. And currently at 62 years old, he has been on Georgia's death row ever since. Number 4. Georgia's darkest day.
I know I don't have a future. I mean, I might stay upstairs a couple of years waiting on a piece.
At least that one had a happy ending. With all those unfortunate incidents, this guy was wilding out. He was doing too much. He was doing the fucking most. It had to be a scary time, you know, to be around there. That's why I firmly believe, like that one lady had a husband, but he was deployed, which is fucked up and unfortunate. But that's the kind of people, these people be weak and cowards. Those the kind of people they want to target. That's why I'm going to try my damnness to not let my daughter leave my home without a direct handoff to where she's under the protection of a man that I respect and I trust to take care of her and protect her. Again, this one particular guy in this case, he's not at fault because he was deployed. There's not really much he can do about that. That's really fucked up and unfortunate. But I'm saying that to say, I just don't think women should be out here and walk in this world uncovered, unprotected. What's going on, DJ? Just chilling, man. You know, niggas out here in YouTube being weird. Niggas being weird. I can't just rest in peace and do fun shows, murder shows, different conspiracies and topics, thought-provoking shit, because other niggas have nothing to talk about, no creativity, no originality, no insight or perspectives on anything outside of niggotries, beefs, arguing, and fuckery. They want to pull me into their world. I hate to quote. It's low IQ shit. And don't get it wrong. I like to have some degeneracy, have some fun. But at the same time, as people can see just from my content alone, I like to talk about way more than that. But niggas want to play. Oh, hell no. Sometimes I don't mind getting in the ring with a dumb nigga. So let's do this shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Try me if you want.
But I'm ready to go.
By the time May 14th, 1973 arrived, the Allday family had been woven into Seminole County, Georgia for over 100 years. And they farmed land near the Chattahoochee River and worshipped at Spring Creek Baptist Church, a church Ned Alday had helped build with his own hands. And they lived exactly the kind of calm, connected life that small southern farming towns are built around. Ned was the patriarch. His sons Jerry, Jimmy, and Chester worked the land alongside him, along with his brother Aubrey. And Jerry's young wife Mary, who was just 26 years old, worked a job in town and came home to the family's mobile home each evening. And not a single one of these people would survive that spring afternoon day. 400 miles to the north, 3 men had escaped from a minimum security prison camp in Maryland on May 5th by crawling.
Hey, Pop Out TV, you need to get your gay cousin in order. That nigga weird.
No.
Out of a dormitory bathroom window. And Carl Isaacs was 19 years old, already cycling through convictions since his early teens. His half-brother Wayne Coleman was 26. George Dungy was 35, the compliant man of the group who did whatever the others told him. And after the escape, they picked up Carl's 15-year-old brother Billy and pointed the car south towards Florida because, well, Coleman wanted to see the ocean. Before they ever crossed into Georgia, they had already killed once, kidnapping a 19-year-old man in Pennsylvania to steal his car, driving him to Maryland and shooting him in the head. His body wouldn't be discovered for another 3 weeks. And they were driving that stolen car when they spotted what looked like a gas pump on the edge of a rural property in Seminole County on the afternoon of May 14th. That turned out to be an irrigation pump, useless to them, but when they noticed the mobile home on the property sitting empty, well, they walked inside and started rummaging through it for valuables. That's when Ned and Jerry came home from the fields. What followed over the next several hours was methodical and ruthless. As each member of the all-day family returned to the property, Ned and Jerry first, then Jimmy arriving on his tractor, then Mary pulling up in her car, then Aubrey and Chester in a pickup truck. Well, each one was forced inside at gunpoint.
Is there a movie based off this? This sounds like several movies I watch. Is it like the Last House on the Left? Yeah, this sounds familiar. I'm gonna keep listening. Let me know if y'all heard this story before, or did they make a movie off this where some people broke into a house and pretty much killed and kidnapped a whole family or some shit? Like maybe Strangers, that movie Strangers. Like, well, this concept has been done in a whole bunch of fucking movies and shit, but this ain't no movie. This is real. Can you imagine coming home and when you go to your door, you walk out into the door and a nigga got a gun right in your face and take you in your house and got all your family like tied up to a chair or some weird ass shit like that?
Oh my God.
You coming home, old boy just came home off the tractor. He probably was tired, been working out there in the sun. He probably finna come home, kick his work boots off, freshen up, and get a fucking dinner. And you gotta walk into this bullshit because it's fucking crazy fucking nut jobs out there.
And one by one, they were shot execution style in separate rooms.
Oh, hell no, that escalated fast. Well, I thought they was just hold on.
They had already killed once, kidnapping a 19-year-old man in Pennsylvania to steal his car, driving him to Maryland and shooting him in the head. His body wouldn't be discovered for another 3 weeks. And they were driving that stolen car when they spotted what looked like a gas pump on the edge of a rural property in Seminole County on the afternoon of May 14th. That turned out to be an irrigation pump, useless to them, but When they noticed the mobile home on the property sitting empty, well, they walked inside and started rummaging through it for valuables. That's when Ned and Jerry came home from the fields. What followed over the next several hours was methodical and ruthless. As each member of the All-Day family returned to the property, Ned and Jerry first, then Jimmy arriving on his tractor, then Mary pulling up in her car, then Aubrey and Chester in a pickup truck. Well, each one was forced inside at gunpoint, and one by one they were shot execution style in separate rooms. Ned even survived the first bullet to his head and tried to fight back, and was shot at least 5 more times before he died. Mary was the last. After Chester was killed in the bathroom, well, she was assaulted on the kitchen floor and taken to a wooded area nearby, assaulted again by Dungy, and then shot. So that's 6 members of one family, dead inside of an afternoon.
God damn. Damn. These niggas trying to take out the whole fucking clan. What are we doing here, yo? Like, you don't wake up expecting shit like this, right? So it's hard for me to say, stay ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you know, have your firearms, your home protection. But what's going on, May? You be safe out there on the road, on that road. What's up, Black Dove? MS Best, anybody that's up in this bitch? Yo, this is wild though. Like I said, you don't wake up. Think about how when we walk into our homes, we be on autopilot sometimes. We don't even be thinking about shit. We'd be looking in our phone, watching a YouTube video, loosely opening the door, and you walk in that shit and bam, at gunpoint in your own shit. Moments later, y'all ass dead. Whole family dead. You see blood. It's just, the things that humans do to other humans. Like I said, we don't need monsters. We don't need boogeymans. We don't need fiction. We don't need to talk about demons and all that shit. Humans are enough. Humans are fucking enough.
The 4 men loaded into Mary's car and then drove away. Now, the mobile home was just one of the houses on the property, and Chester's wife Barbara drove over there looking for the family members, but saw no cars and assumed no one was there. And it wasn't until 2:30 a.m. that Ned's brother Bud and his son Roy went back and forced their way in. Roy found the first body on the couch, and they immediately drove to call the sheriff. Those 4 killers were caught days later in West Virginia after a grocery store robbery followed by a car chase. Dungy was even wearing Mary's wristwatch when they were.
Listen, these motherfuckers was on a spree. They was fucking wilding out. And I'm glad they caught these sick motherfuckers. This is the thing. When people do stuff like this, and you know for sure, let me say something real quick.
Tactical nuke incoming!
When I see crimes like this, where you damn near take out a whole family, doing things to children, doing things to women, like prison ain't enough. I know this off topic, but this is what I do. I like to talk to you. I like to converse. Listen. Jail ain't enough no more. I don't know what the next step can be, but this is the thing about humans, right? We are resilient. It's a lot. We can become accustomed or used to just about anything. That's why you had people in POW camps for 10, 15 years. Harshest conditions ever. Inhumane as fuck. But some kind of way, it just turned to their life. And they just living through it until they're rescued. I can imagine I don't want to do 2 months in jail. You got motherfuckers get used to doing 20 years of life. You got people we know people that been to jail multiple times, back-to-back jail shit. It can't be that bad if that's what they doing. Goddamn. T.R. McCoy says it would have to be public hangings. I don't even think that's enough. I used to be a proponent of the death penalty, right? But I'm not. Because for some of these crimes, for some of these people, death is getting off too easy. You can't kidnap a young girl at 8 years old and keep her down in your dungeon for 15 years, raping her, knocking her up. Her and the kids living and spending the kid done spent his whole life down in your funky ass dungeon. And then when you get caught, after all that years of pain, suffering, disrespect, and trauma, you get to get a lethal injection in your arm and peacefully go to sleep.
Oh, hell no!
Now, T. McCoy, this was extreme, and you was going the right direction, but it ain't extreme enough. We need to make torture great again. Daily torture sessions.
No.
Listen, I will fill out an application expeditiously. I want to be able to get my paws on all the pedos and rapists. Game of Thrones. I ain't seen the show, but I read the books, so they're even more detailed. I'm talking Game of Thrones torture methods. Because think about it, man. We not. You're right. We're not Israelis. But how is what we doing working out for us? Jails had come a revolving door. People don't give a fuck. I can show y'all countless videos of niggas doing shit, people doing shit, all races, both genders, in broad daylight. Cameras are everywhere these days. These niggas don't even care about getting caught. Sometimes the people doing the crime are telling people to record it. The people doing the crimes got their own cameraman, like they fucking IRL streaming. Nigga, you ain't Kai Cenat. You're not ISO Speed. You are out here doing a fucking felony.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
They don't care no more. Motherfucker would even say, nigga, I ain't scared to go to jail. I don't give a fuck about no jail. I thought they were just capping. But I'm starting to see some of these niggas really mean that shit. People would think, but what if you arrest somebody and you do all that torture stuff and then you find out they was innocent? Hey, just like when we have them in jail for a long time, find out they was innocent. You got to cut them a check.
No.
Listen, y'all be seeing the videos, man. I'm gonna see if I can find some. Motherfuckers done got real comfortable in jail. They be having too much fun. They be in there dancing and partying and having Thanksgiving dinner and cooking and hooping and fucking, you know what I'm saying? I saw a video where niggas had laid some plastic on the floor and took some soapy water and they was in that bitch playing slip and slide. I'm not even.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Niggas being there playing around doing prison parkour. You know, one dude in there in jail made his own clothing line. I mean, I understand you got a lot of free time and you're busy. You got to use your time. I don't expect you to sit there and stare at the wall and feel sorry for yourself. You got to make the most of your life. But them niggas being there having fun. They be having cell phones all the time. Some of them even be in prison getting. Where is that? What they be getting? Let's see if I can find it. They be getting. I had reorder. Oh, here you go.
Pussy.
They be in jail getting
Pussy.
not bussy, actual
Pussy.
You done killed 5 women, killed and raped 5 women. Now you in jail making TikToks and IG videos getting
Pussy.
I don't know, man. Kenny Kane says, see what I'm saying? They out here making fire content, let Kenny tell it.
No.
They out here making fire content. Yes, but yes, Ken. Kenny says, do you watch the jail cooking videos? They're always interesting. Yes, I do. And they are. It's some creative individuals in jail. But yeah, they be in there kicking it. They be in there having fun. They be in there making a spread. They be like, on some Yo MTV Cribs type shit sometimes. Yo, you know what I'm saying? This is my you know what I'm saying? This is my cell. Man, I saw a dude like just showing his whole recipe. Doing his making his prison hooch, his prison drink. He set up a whole little distillery setup. If you kill my whole family, I don't want you in jail. Living any kind of sweet life. Let me show y'all what jail has become in this joke of a country. This is what someone can take out 6 members of your family and end up this the life they'll be living.
Hello, America. Hampton once again. LOL.
Willie Hampton, inmate 79948-011.
Outside world, I put this everything. Smoke barbecue sauce. That's all it is.
And Chef. This budding social media star posted his first video back in January, talking about his life before heading to prison to serve a life sentence for drugs.
Vietnam wasn't a choice for me.
But dozens of videos later,
This right here, this right here, this right here.
this 78-year-old has a bona fide cooking show.
And guess what? I was thinking about sharing it with my buddies. Guess what? I had second thoughts.
He gives detailed, step-by-step instructions on how to make everything from beef and broccoli
I'm gonna throw a little cheese on this too.
to fried rice.
Well, this right here is a pigeon. You see the difference? This is a pigeon. This is actually a pigeon.
Using only the tools and ingredients he can get his hands on.
That nigga say he was eating pigeon?
No.
Actual pigeon? I was thinking maybe he was just using some kind of prison slang or code word for chicken. But he reiterated. So we're gonna let that be that. Yeah, you know, the pedos and rapists, they get a certain level of issue in jail. But murderers and stuff, they get respect in jail. Often. So they in there living a sweet life. But they done killed your family. They done killed your brother and your cousin. Yes, pigeon. I got questions too. How did he catch that motherfucker? What's the defeathering process for pigeon? I heard pigeons were really filthy and flea infested. Like filthy, I'm talking about filthy to the level of rodents, rats and shit. I think I seen or read that somewhere. But let's get back to this this gourmet fucking meal real quick.
On behind bars.
So you know they stopped selling black pepper and salt at this FCI Memphis, so we don't have no salt. I guess they don't want us to die early.
But y'all see what I'm talking about? This nigga got a phone and social media with life in jail. Now he in there for drugs. Did sell drugs, probably harm some people and harm the community. It's a high level. I don't know if that's all his charges. But I can't say he got a victimless crime. Some people will be like, well, he selling drugs, he didn't hurt nobody, whatever. That's based on how you feel about certain shit and how you feel about the side effects of some shit you doing trickling down to creating victims and chaos in society, in the community. But at the same time, I understand the mindset of ain't nobody make them take them drugs. Most cases, like, if you don't buy it from me, you're gonna buy it from somewhere else. So I get that aspect of it too. But it's people doing the same kind of shit he doing, living like he doing, that's in there for way more heinous crimes than selling drugs. What that pigeon? He want to eat pigeon. He was eating some black dove.
No.
Is that why you single, black dove? Because your man got a life sentence? He said the other day that most girls like older men. And I agree with you. But goddamn, shit. Come on. That nigga look like the crib keeper.
What the hell?
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying. The nigga was ancient. The nigga was, he was up there. But yeah. That's, put this over here real quick. That's let me see something. Could you imagine someone killing some of your family members and then you fuck around and find out they're in there having they done turn to a viral sensation. They in there just, you know, doing shit like this. First of all, I want to say this big black motherfucker, half naked, running and sliding on his stomach with his legs up like that is hella. This somebody's son. Probably somebody baby daddy. Out there slipping and sliding in motherfucking prison. With his legs up like a 14-year-old girl that's laying in the bed writing in her diary. Can you imagine on social media one day and you see the dude that robbed and killed your brother and two of your cousins, and this nigga on social media, it says, my birthday party after high diving and slip and sliding. You see this nigga wilding out in jail like this, sliding across the floor like, wee. And he thought he was just having fun. But he don't understand. If his butthole wasn't on the schedule, he definitely put it on the menu after that move. After that move, for real. Straight up. He definitely sparked someone's attention with his little frolicking, slipping, sliding antics. But, you know, I get it. Prison is supposed to be about reform, right? It's supposed to be about reform. But I think it's certain crimes, like my Game of Thrones prison rules, shouldn't apply to everyone. Everyone don't have to get that work. But we all know and understand there are certain criminals of certain crimes that there ain't no getting around. Certain shit just, I don't want you back in society. I don't want you back. I don't think I understand if you in the gang and the other person in the gang and you end up killing them. I don't think you a killer, but you ain't a killer like that. You and that person was technically at war. It's not a sanctioned war, but it's a war. That person knew you was their op. They knew you was their enemy. So it wasn't like some innocent person minding their business type shit per se. But if you out here raping people for sure, messing with kids, or just killing people you don't even know to get your own rocks and jollies off, we don't need you back out here in the streets. But at the same time, we don't want to put you under. We don't want to take you out. Because again, like I said, that's too easy. What do y'all think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Shout out to the replay game. Has prison become too soft? Has American criminals, not everybody, because you know us law-abiding citizens, we don't want no part of prison. But has the criminal element, have they become too used to prison? Too desensitized to prison? How do we get people to see prison as the worst thing ever again? Do the warden have to start paying or rewarding niggas for taking cheeks or some shit?
No.
I'm really trying to figure it out. Because where we stand now clearly ain't working. I showed y'all a video where a bunch of motherfuckers jumped. Yesterday, they jumped a dude and his mom in broad daylight. Cameras recording everywhere. You see them teen takeovers. Motherfuckers just out there committing felonies. It's another video that went viral where these people jumped and beat the fuck out of a cop. We live in society now where the repercussions and consequences of committing a crime, there are too many people that don't give a fuck. It's not that they think they won't get caught. They don't give a fuck. We had lost our way. We lost the plot. Jail/prison, prison for sure, is supposed to be a deterrent. It's supposed to deter motherfuckers from doing heinous crimes. It ain't working no more. What's going on, Otis? What we gotta do about these prison systems, man? We done got too soft. Too many repeat offenders. Too many habitual criminals. Too many people doing heinous crimes in broad daylight. Jail don't have fear in niggas' heart no more. It just don't. Niggas be going to prison like motherfucking soldiers do tours in Iraq.
No.
'" But you got some other countries though that some other countries, they prisons don't fucking play. That's what we need. See, again, all criminals not created the same. Let's be clear. All criminals ain't created equal. But we out here trying to be humane with inhumane people. And that's where we fuck up. Because if a motherfucker out there down there sleeping on the streets anyway, they not gonna give two fucks about getting caught and getting in a nice prison cell, not paying no more bills, 3 meals a day, free gym membership.
No.
3 meals a day, free gym membership, right? So you getting all the basic things of life. You getting food, clothing, shelter, and water. Food, clothing, shelter, water. It's some motherfuckers, that's all they ask for. But let's check out something real quick. This video says the 12 most dangerous prisons on earth. Maybe motherfuckers do too much crime, repeat crime in this country. Because our prison system has become too safe and comfortable. I ain't saying we should be just like these places, but I think it's worth looking into and seeing. I am so tired. Sorry, I did not sleep well. That maybe we need to take up some of these measures.
Watch your back, because this is one of the most dangerous prisons in the world. Located in Russia, Patak Island Prison contains some of the most terrifying convicts in the country. They are forced into cells for over 22 hours a day, and the rest of their time is spent in cages. But you think this prison is scary? Well, you haven't seen anything yet.
So they in a cell 22 hours a day. In the other 2 hours, they're in a cage. Goddamn. That's what I'm talking about.
As we take you on a journey to explore prisons around the world, they'll become more dangerous and terrifying as the list goes on. From criminal-run operations to cannibalism. Think you can make it to the end? Over in Armenia, we have the Armavir prison. What makes this one so dangerous? Well, it's rumored to be run by the prisoners. Known as the Thieves-in-Law, this criminal brotherhood is said to run the prison by its own code. They control the drug trade and smuggling, but nobody knows who their leaders are. I'm gonna go and give this one a 2 out of 10 on the scarometer. But if you think this one is scary, yeah, I have a prison on this list that I'd consider a 10 out of 10. Okay, next on the list, we have Rikers Island. This prison has one of the biggest rates of solitary confinement in America, and it houses thousands of cells specifically for this purpose. At number 9, we have
a lot of prisoners. Well, first of all, solitary they own it. Solitary confinement is actually a form of torture. Human interaction is just key. There's so many prisoners would rather be on the yard where they can get possibly harmed by other prisoners. They'd rather be in general population than do solitary confinement. So, okay. If y'all like some bleeding hearts and don't want to do the Game of Thrones level torture, we need to put criminals of certain crimes, their whole sentence need to be in solitary confinement. They can't be running around there having fun, having barbecues and cooking functions and doing slip and slides and shit. No, that's for the non-violent criminals. The violent criminals that sit up in a room with a bed, a toilet, no windows. Oh, hell no. For life.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Once motherfuckers start hearing about that, they might reconsider things. They wouldn't take that serious at first, right? Because a lot of people don't understand the seriousness of that, the importance of that. How how much we need human interaction. How much we need that kind of shit in general. How it can fucking break you down. How that shit actually is torture. But once they start hearing the stories, they're like, yo, I don't want to be thrown in the box for life, nigga, because that's what they just got to throw these motherfuckers in the box for life.
Camp 22 in North Korea.
Oh, this shit, North Korea. It's only number 9. God damn, I wonder what number 1 is, because you know North Korea be on some fuck shit.
No.
Candy says, I don't know, it seems like it might inspire more self-deletion with the eliminations versus stopping crime. That's possible. That's true. That is possible. But I would prefer them to suffer like they're victims. However, I would prefer that over sitting in jail having pool parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? I prefer what you talking about over the soft jail life that cat's getting. I think a lot of them though ain't gonna have the fortitude to partake in that particular activity. And but if they do, they might not get the punishment or that the family wants. But you know, it'll save us on tax dollars.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this won't be good. Not much is known about this mysterious place, but it's one of roughly 30 concentration camps in the country. It's rumored to hold over 50,000 people and has prisoners working in mines for 12 hours a day. Okay, next.
First of all, why the fuck that country got 30 concentration camps?
Oh my God!
That's kind of excessive. Is that some kind of weird way to get free labor? Are these concentration camps really just legalized slavery? You never can tell with places like that. You just can't. You really don't know what the fuck going on. It's a lawless land. The only law is Kim Jong-un. Have you say his name? He the law. He is the law.
In California is San Quentin Prison. This facility is famous for housing death row prisoners. And as a result, it's home to some of the most violent criminals. This one is a 4 out of 10 for me. Located in Sao Paulo, Brazil, is the Carandiru Penitentiary. At one point, this prison had over 8,000 inmates and 1,000 guards. Even with that 8-to-1 ratio, the inmates took over. And not only was it incredibly violent, but the prison was also filled with disease and malnutrition. Known as Guantanamo North, this prison, located in Indiana, contains some of the deadliest criminals in the United States. they're only released from their cells 3 times a week, where they can use the facility's exercise cages. Okay,
They better do some push-ups and sit-ups in their fucking room. I ain't letting them motherfuckers out. Warden Unc be streaming. Them prisoners will hate your boy. Certain ones. Depending on what you in for. Shit, these niggas be want to kill me.
next prison on the list is known for its dancing inmates. What started as a simple prisoner exercise.
Oh, this a goddamn high school. What is it? High School Musical ass fucking prison.
No.
What in the Mickey Mouse Club prison going on? This some Disney ass shit right here. What in the Glee Club is going on here? These niggas in prison doing the cha-cha slide. But maybe that's just on the surface. Let's see.
For its dancing inmates. What started as a simple prisoner exercise has turned into a viral sensation. But that's not why it's dangerous. It's the most overpopulated prison in the Philippines. And because of this, thousands of disease outbreaks happen every year. Okay, now before we get...
Oh, so it's not dangerous because of... Okay. It's just because of how the prison ran. It's just dangerous because, you know, too many criminals in not enough space and not enough money to... But that in itself should be a deterrent. But, you know, they in there dancing and having fun and shit and going viral. Niggas out there committing crime so they can go to that prison and join the goddamn dance club.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share.
Please hit my Cash App at UncB Streaming or the Ko-fi link pinned to the top of the chat.
Down that boy was dirty. Down that boy was dirty sitting outside that 7-Eleven. Look at this boy. He going through it, man. Listen, this ain't AI. This is real footage. At the StreamYard, I took the last $89 from me.
Please hit my Cash App at UncB Streaming or the Ko-fi link pinned to the top of the chat.
That's not AI. I was really out there, man. Had a bad month.
To our top 4, time for a bonus fact. Want to know one of the best tips for surviving prison? Yeah, of course you do. Avoid eye contact. In overcrowded prisons especially, this is essential not to get mixed up with the wrong crowd. Okay, back to the list. Number 4, we have Guantanamo Bay. This is a 7 out of 10 on the scarometer. It has less than 50 prisoners, but they're among the most dangerous in the world. This prison is also notorious for its interrogation tactics, some of which have included waterboarding and sense deprivation. Over in Madagascar is Antanamora Prison. Built for a maximum of 800 inmates, It's crowded to over 400% of its capacity. Prisoners here get a single meal a day, boiled cassava. As a result, malnutrition affects over 60% of the inmates, leading many to their death. Gita Rama Prison's maximum capacity is 600 inmates. But despite this, over 6,000 prisoners are locked inside. This leads to most prisoners having to stand during their entire stay, causing their feet to get gangrene. And not only that, but prisoners are rumored to kill and even eat each other. Okay, you made it to the end. Brave. This last one is a 10 out of 10 on the scare factor. It's the Black Dolphin Prison in Russia. What makes this prison so dangerous is that every inmate in here is in here for life. On average, they've killed 5 people each. It's also full of pedophiles and even cannibals. Ugh, again with the cannibals. Black Dolphin keeps their prisoners in a single cell cage for 23 hours a day where they're completely isolated. When they get to leave this tiny cell,
Yo, I might have to go back a little bit. Did they say, first of all, did they say there's so many people in this jail? They had to stand up.
barometer. It has less than 50, is a 7 out of 10 on. Okay, back to the list. Number 4, we have Guantanamo Bay. This is a 7 out of 10 on the scarometer. It has less than 50 prisoners, but they're among the most dangerous in the world. This prison is also notorious for its interrogation tactics, some of which have included waterboarding and sense deprivation. Over in Madagascar is Antanamora Prison, built for a maximum of...
You can do some kinds of torture that's not like gross mutilation or all that kind of stuff. It's ways. It's ways. So, you know, when I gave my original suggestion of how to deter people from going to prison, and I said, you know, you got to go back to, we got to make torture great again. We can utilize those more humane level types of torture, like Oboy just identified. Yo, if this a real picture from the jail, ain't no way, broski. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. That shit got to smell like feet, armpits, breath, balls, and ass.
No.
If I lived in whatever country this jail was in, I wouldn't even jaywalk. But that proves my point. Think about it. How many times have we seen people watching Arrested Abroad, or we watch Arrested Abroad and we see these people getting arrested in these other countries? And the first thing people always say, shit, man, I ain't no way I'll do crimes over there. People said, man, y'all better start going to these other countries do crime. Then you done went to Korea and did a crime. You over in Russia doing a crime. Don't you know about that prison? We need to make people start talking about our prisons like that. Our prisons are not the boogeyman. Our prisons ain't the boogeyman of prison infrastructures. We the We the book club. We the church summer camp of prisons.
Of 800 inmates, it's crowded to over 400% of its capacity. Prisoners here get a single meal a day, boiled cassava. As a result, malnutrition affects over 60% of the inmates, leading many to their death. Gita Rama Prison's maximum capacity is 600 inmates. But despite this, over 6,000 prisoners are locked inside. This leads to most prisoners having to stand during their entire stay, causing their feet to get gangrene. And not only that, but prisoners are rumored to kill and even eat each other.
Yeah. In that country, I wouldn't even litter. If I'm fucking at somewhere and I take a piece of paper and ball it up and say, Kobe, shoot that shit and miss, I'm running there with us so fast. Matter of fact, I won't even take the chance. I'm gonna walk over there, put my hand in the trash can, then release the paper. Fuck that. Niggas savages.
Okay, you made it to the end. Brave. This last one is a 10 out of 10 on the scare factor. It's the Black Dolphin Prison in Russia. What makes this prison so dangerous is that every inmate in here is in here for life. On average, they've killed.
It's the Black Dove Prison in America. You're sentenced to sit and listen to Black Dove talk, ramble, and tell random weird stories for your rest of your life. Oh shit, nigga. That might be some torture. Shout out to Black Dove, man. I'm just fucking with her because she a weirdo. But you know, some people say I'm a weirdo. Yeah. Hey, embrace your weirdness. I don't know.
Killed 5 people each. It's also full of pedophiles and even cannibals. Ugh, again with the cannibals. Black Dolphin keeps their prisoners in a single cell cage for 23 hours a day where they're completely isolated. When they get to leave this tiny cell, they're just transferred to a slightly bigger cage where...
Damn. 23 hours in a small cage. 1 hour in a... 23 hours in a small cell. 1 hour in a big cage. Yo. But... of course, we ain't nothing like that over here. Which leads back to our crime problem. And the things that, like the stories I just was reporting earlier, looking at earlier, people out here just doing heinous acts on a daily basis with no restraint, with no concern, with no fear. We don't win over different mystery cases and shit. And you know, technology has become really far. Can you imagine Like, that's why Jack the Ripper never got caught. But even, I don't have to go back that far to go back to a time where it just wasn't no DNA technology. It wasn't no cell phones to record. It wasn't no ring cam. It wasn't no camera on every corner. Hell, it's a time when it wasn't no street lights. But the scary part about that is these kind of people always existed. These kind of people existed long as humans existed. But the technology ain't been around that long. Nah, King Pix, this is not Burberry. Just a hat I found on Amazon. It's well made, good quality. I got like 3 of them. I like them. They comfortable. Grown man shit. But yeah, what's I saying? Oh yeah. It's like it could have been just as many, if not more, twisted, murdering, rapist type people back then, just getting away with it, straight up. But now we're living in a technological age where there's all kinds of ways to solve crimes, even though to this day, some still go unsolved. We finna watch 6 most disturbing mysteries solved with Google Maps. Google Maps out here solving mysteries. That's what's up. Let's see how this shit go down. I'm curious.
On July 30th, 2010, 3 men were drinking together in a backyard in Richland County, South Carolina. The names of the men were Leslie Todd Parvin, Edgar Lopez, and Pablo Gutierrez Guzman. At some point in the afternoon, an argument broke out between the 3 men, and Leslie ended up pulling a handgun from his waistband and taking the lives of the 2 other men. It's unclear exactly what sparked the argument between the 3 men, but immediately after the shooting, Parvin fled to Louisiana in his green Kia minivan. Once there, he shaved his head and destroyed both the gun he had used to take the lives of his 2 victims as well as the minivan. For a few days, Parvin managed to elude the authorities, but pretty soon the cops started scanning through license plate records of all green Kia vans registered in Louisiana. According to investigation documents, after the double murder, a witness had reported a partial tag of Parvin's minivan to the police. And a couple days later, on a whim, the cops plugged the suspect's address into Google Maps Street View, and sure enough found a green minivan parked in front of his house with the license plates and description matching what the witness had told them. With that kind of evidence stacked against him, it was pretty much all over for Parvin. And on August 19th, a relative brought him back to his home in the Windsor Lake area, where he was promptly arrested on 2 charges of murder and later sentenced to 35 years in prison. During the investigation, it was publicly revealed that Parvin was a 20-year Army veteran with 5 overseas deployments and a pretty bad case of PTSD.
Damn. One of my brothers in arms. Got to go see your therapist. Got to do the work. Be out here wilding out like this, man. It's unfortunate.
Sentenced to 35 years in prison. During the investigation, it was publicly revealed that Parvin was a 20-year Army veteran with 5 overseas deployments and a pretty bad case of PTSD, which he had been diagnosed with in 2007. According to his father's testimony, his 20 years of military service and the stress from his tours near Iraq and Afghanistan could have influenced his behavior on the day of the incident. You would think that after 2 decades of selflessly serving his country, Parvin would have been provided the appropriate mental health treatment to help him live his life peacefully. Instead, 2 innocent men are now dead, and the perpetrator himself will be spending most of the rest of his life behind.
Don't throw that shit out there. He was provided the help. You have to go though. They can't make you go. You know what I'm saying? So don't throw that shit out there. Motherfuckers be like, I'm good, nothing ain't wrong. A lot of people don't like therapy, don't like talking to therapists, don't like possibly getting put on meds. They don't want to express their feelings. They don't want to get it out. And if they don't do the work, don't make the effort, the system didn't fail them, they fail themselves.
Bars. 35 years after his crime, at the age of 75, Parvin will be released from prison into a world he'll probably no longer even recognize. In July 2018, Channel 4 released an incredibly disturbing video which showed a group of uniformed men leading multiple women and children through a dirt road and onto a deserted patch of land, where the armed men then shamelessly took the lives of the victims at gunpoint. In the video, the men can be heard accusing the women and children of belonging to the notorious terrorist group Boko Haram. The video caught the attention of the entire world, with hundreds of people immediately alleging that the terrifying footage had been captured in Cameroon. However, the government of Cameroon immediately denied the claims, alleging that the video wasn't even shot in their country and that their army was being wrongly blamed for killing civilians. Still, the BBC wasn't convinced, and their team of researchers decided to find out who had been responsible for the atrocities in the video, where they took place, and when. After receiving an anonymous tip, they used Google Maps to study the layout of a particular region in Cameroon and discovered that the mountain range visible in the background of the video was near a village named Krawa Mafa, very close to the Nigerian border. By analyzing several years of Google satellite imagery of the region, the researchers from the BBC were able to determine that the incident had taken place at some point between March 20th and April 5th, 2015. Upon further investigation, it was revealed that the Cameroonian government hadn't been honest when they denied the claims. For example, the government had claimed that the Cameroonian army didn't use weapons like the ones shown in the video, but the BBC's analysis revealed that the guns were Serbian-made Zastava M21s, which are in fact used in the Cameroonian army. On top of this, several other details that the government had claimed were inaccurate turned out to be a perfect match, including the armed men's uniforms. A month after the Cameroonian government's initial denial of the claims, they then updated their statement to clarify that 7 members of the army were now under investigation. And when the BBC shared their full report with the Cameroonian government, the country's Minister of Communication was reported saying,
I'm sorry, people, but I gotta take a nap. I only got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. I didn't sleep well. I gotta go to church at 7 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock here. I don't have the bandwidth. My connection is terrible. My Wi-Fi has been throttled into submission. My processor is over fucking loaded. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, I ain't got it in me. I'm fucking hurting. I'm hurt. Listen, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Unk be streaming. Now Unk be out because Unk is tired.
Type shit.
Stop playing with me, Drake.
DJ K. Come on, I'm doing Unk shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with Unk shit.
Wait. There is one more thing, actually. Just a second. See if I can get this working real quick before we get up out of here. I just want to show you guys something. A little update. If I can get it to working. Let's try it. Let's try it one more time. Let's try it this way. You know what? We're gonna do it like this. Anyway, I had asked my boy DJ Witch Doctor. You know what I'm saying? Infamous dude that's known for making my nigga make the tracks, the funny tracks. Just y'all here dropping beats, man. People use beats from him all over YouTube. Even some of his most notorious haters, you know what I'm saying? If they don't use it, they want one, but they too proud to ask. Because it's not a lot of cats out there coming up with you know, original shit like that. So I'm trying to see if I can let y'all hear my new intro that he created. That I gotta make a new video for. I pretty much told him this song called Unctivities. You know, I'm old as fuck. I'm Be Streaming, and this Lil Duval song, right? And I like it. It speaks about, you know, real grown man shit. The problem with that though is that when and if I get monetized, I'm going to have to let that song go. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. Well, you know, when DJ make a beat, he can change it enough to where you're not gonna have those kind of problems. And that's what's so good about it, right? Damn, they won't let me Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do to be able to get this going. I got a software solution for down there everything when I remember. I don't go back a little bit. See, when I start doing some shit or doing something that interests me, or just start, you know, working on some shit, or But this not gonna last long. This second burst of energy I got definitely ain't enough to rock out with the show, because honestly, I feel nigga, I feel myself fading as we speak. Did it do it? Did it make it? Did it generate it? I don't even fucking know. It might have failed. Yeah, see, I gotta figure some shit out. So yeah, when does this Spider-Man movie come out? Y'all checking out Spider-Man? When this shit drop? I saw the trailer. It looked quite interesting. It had, in my opinion, the movie got like, so far what I saw, like 5 fucking villains. Clearly, they just in there, you know, to do the whole typical 2-minute scene, never to be seen again. I'm not a big proponent of the whole cameo for the sake of a cameo shit. I'm not a big proponent of that, you know what I'm saying? Fan service per se. A lot of, but I get it. They got to take care of the fans. I don't like, I never like pointless fan service. It gotta make sense. It has to serve a purpose. It has to serve a purpose, in my opinion. There you go. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. Now I just gotta find where this shit saved to. Got too many too many things on my computer. Too many yeah, I'm really struggling right now. This is some simple shit that I do all the time. And I'm out here Going full cray-cray. I think it should be work this time. I think we're there. But yeah, I'm really behind on my Marvel movies. I have to go back and watch Wakanda Forever, Thor: Love and Thunder, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I ain't seen a lot of this shit. The Marvels. Yeah, I'm behind on like all that shit. And I'm the kind of person like I don't like to watch some shit, even if I ain't seen the other shit. Cause my love for comic books come from comic reading. And I used to, if I read, if I ran across a comic, like somebody gave me a comic and it was like issue 3, I don't even want to read it. Till I go hustle up issues 1 and 2. Only in very rare emergency cases did I buy a book, like, or get a book and it's be out of order and I read it. And there have been times when I was in Iraq or some shit or something like that, where I didn't have a choice, you know what I'm saying? I'm an avid reader. I love reading. So I go like Iraq or some shit, and I find a book, look at the cover, read the back. It'd be good, but it'd be book number 3. And I had to swallow my bouginess and my pride. And so this is what we're gonna do. I got the track. I'm gonna have to make a video to it. I don't want to just add it to the video I got, because I had that video for a while anyway. So it's time to re-up. But this is the track from DJ Witch Doctor Not For Humans. If you're a content creator or know any content creators or know anybody that trying to make music or rapper or some shit, and they producer suck, or they looking into a new producer, or they want to test some new beats and get a new style of beats, reach out to him on DJ Witch Doctor on Instagram or on his channel. Come in the chat, point the people his way. Cause I let her, this ain't just glaze. I don't believe in that glaze and shit. This my nigga, and I actually like the shit. Like, some of his beats really be sounding better than the original song, and that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Too many people don't say it. I'm not alone on this. Like that spin that shit. Everybody know we'd rather hear that beat than the actual song beat when it dropped. We'd rather hear his version. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's check this out. Unctivities, my new intro song. I gotta make visuals to it. I'm going to let y'all, I'm gonna run that shit real quick. Then I'm gonna get out of here. shit was